Oh, hey, you, how's it going? I hope you're having a fantabulous day. Now that we're heading into spooky season, it is time for another episode of Primal Plenties. September 2021, quite eventful. I have 10 of my favorite releases here that I did not do a video / live stream listening party on. So ladies and gentlemen, let's just get right into it. Our first release we have here is Tony Romera's album / LP on Monster Cat called Introspection. I've been really getting into Tony Romera's kind of bouncy house and just vibey house lately. This album was really fun to listen to. It really had everything I wanted. My favorite track though might surprise you if you've heard this album already. You're probably expecting like more of the interesting tracks, you could say. But there's actually one track that I just cannot get over. And it's Le Bon Vieux Temps, the good old days. And it's actually the final track, so it's like the outro. And it's just, I love it. I love the little saxophone that just keeps looping. Alright, and here we have the Mr. Bill LP. It's called Phantasmagoria. Really just him doing what he does best. This super glitchy but also chill, very experimental. Just kind of like brain tickling music that it's really hard to comprehend sometimes. And shout out Lazer for having like 2 or 3 collabs on this thing. Not every song I actually enjoyed thoroughly throughout this one, but there was a good chunk of it that I did. And that's why it's on here. And also I just do have to appreciate Mr. Bill's fantastic production skills because they are off the charts. My favorite track is one of the Lazer collabs in Sulfro, and it's called Too Complicated. Yeah, Too Complicated. Here's my favorite part. This part with the vocal chops. Woo! Alright, in our next release here we have Savage Society Records with their new compilation album, Savage Selects Comp Volume 5. This dropped, I think, last week. To be honest, there's a lot of duds in this one. I gotta be honest with you. My favorites were Sisto Veers, Madcore's, Blank Spaces, Hamro and Souls, or Solas, and Duffy's. But my favorite being Veers, Brain Damage. The switch. I love the melody. I love the melody. It's like the perfect mix of like simple but also like complex, and it's really, really sick. I think I like it a little better than Sussy Bakadub, believe it or not. Our next release is Madcore's Spassky EP on DPMO Records, and with collabs with Glocks and Excentra. My favorite being the title track, Spassky, the first drop, giving that absolute just clunky, straight quarter note, but not straightforward rhythm from none other than the Russian lad himself. You can actually kind of hear some Russian influence in the intro. I believe it's Russian. Correct me if I'm wrong. And the second drop actually being a surprising house switch, which I also thoroughly enjoyed. My second favorite was Glocks with Arsenal, little honorable mention there. The other 3 tracks were still cool, but not what I was really hoping for as in delivery. But yeah, still a great EP nonetheless. It's just so addicting. Our next release we have Kompany Untouchable EP. The biggest reason why I didn't actually do a whole video on this is because like a third of the songs were already out, and it just would feel a little weird me already listening to a project with like half the songs already being released and me listening to them for quite a while. But nonetheless, this EP was still really, really cool. My favorite one of the new releases is Breach, and the entire EP is probably Untouchable. But I'm gonna play Breach because, yes. The call and response, the catch and release. Woo! Alright, our next release we have Skybreak with Unity EP. This thing was just unreal, honestly. Every song was a banger. I did enjoy more than others, just with personal taste. Skybreak coming with these like mechanical, but also still watery and just colory bangers with collabs with Modus, Cure 97, Nitrix, E-Holes, and this thing was just really insane. My favorites being Our Moving Picture, Satellite, and Aqua Shift, but if I had to choose one, it would be Satellite. This is just one of my favorite color-based songs like of all time, and definitely like one of my top 3 maybe Skybreak releases. So. This second part. It's really addicting to listen to, and it's just so good. Songwriting, production, everything. Okay, for our next release, we have Teminite's song on his new upcoming album, Raise the Black Flag. I think that's actually the album title. Yeah, the first single and title track off his new album, Raise the Black Flag. I did not hear this coming at all, but I heard the teaser, saw the music video, heard like all the vocal interpretations. This thing is fire, and I'm actually pretty hyped for the rest of the album as well. So yeah, shout out Teminite. This thing is sick. Alright, our next release is Bandlez and AKUTO Lazer Dragon off of Bandlez's new Disciple Roundtable album called Hot Pursuit. It's very rare for me to like really get into a Bandlez song, unfortunately, but this one here has definitely got that AKUTO mix, and AKUTO is hella underrated. He's definitely getting up there, and I'm really happy for him, and this song bangs. It is worth the listen. My hand movements have not been on point today. They have not been. Alright, our next song is Breach by Resurge. Kind of late to the party when it comes to Resurge. He's been doing this awesome style for a pretty long time. Very, very clean, mechanical as well, and really groovy also. His song Debug with Nettie is fantastic, and I think he won. Did he win the remix comp for Fox Stevenson's? I think he did. This new single is hyped. Okay, and our final release for this month is Sudden Death Behemoth Jiqui Flip. This thing was a complete surprise. Nobody saw it coming, but he dropped it. And this thing is sick, it's deep, it's monstrous, and it just bangs. So yeah, everybody, that was September 2021 Primal Plenties. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please hit the like and subscribe button, and I will see you all later. Alright. Bye-bye now.
Try to compete with the green.